Dawn of War Stronghold! Welcome back! It is I, Unseen Strike. The month of war is over. June is over. Alright, we're on the new streaming PC, so I'm bringing this to you live. We're trying today in a higher upscaled resolution. I hope you appreciate it. The audio is going to be a little wonky. Please join the Dawn of War Stronghold Discord. It is down below in the video description. We are live streaming currently on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/UnseenStrike with a 1 instead of an I. It'll probably be on the screen. You can just follow the instructions there. We've done some community games tonight, and we are now loading into, oh my lord, into the breach! Woo! It has been a hot minute. This is a fan classic and a fan hatred. Okay, we're going to stop. This is the first time we're on this map. A lot of people, this is a very divisive map for people. This bad boy here, this little choke, is the only way through to the enemy base. We've got dirty orcs and space marines. More blood angels. What's going on? Get out of here, you blood angels players. And we've got a stinky, disgusting Necron and some Eldar. Everybody's got 3 standard requisition points and a relic in the back of their base. And the only way through is through this choke. You can fly and teleport over these big old walls here in the middle. Alright, now, before I continue this video, again, I am now, I'm on my old computer. It was too stinky. I had to downscale to, not 1920, what's the other one, 1280? I am now trying on 1920 by 1080. So we're going to see, hopefully the videos look better, alright? The stream, if you're also wondering what that pixelated image is on the bottom corner of the screen, that's what the stream voted for tonight. Don't judge me. Here we go. We're back into the stronghold, baby. Love to see it. 2v2s. I want to get some more of these. While we may not be doing as many 4v4s, we're going to be having plenty of 2v2s and 3v3s. And my editor's rolling his eyes right now. He's not a big fan. It takes him longer to edit those bigger videos. Anyway, it actually is looking pretty good. I'm zooming in. Everything looks fancy, looks fresh. Eldar player, fleet of foot scaled. We're going to see the web weight come out. We're going to see how many Dark Reapers he queues. We've got 4 gens up on our Necron player. Orc getting his boy hut. We'll check when the big mech's coming. And the stinky Space Marines, let's see what they do. They're actually rushing straight through the middle. BB guns are rolling. Necron is running a scarab across the center of the map. Let's see where he tries to put this turret. This is actually super smart. These workers are free, and they're pulling a BB gun squad away. Other BB squad is moving in to see how many gens this Necron player is doing. Eldar, top over here. We see Rangers first. Now the question is, do we see a Farseer to follow this up, get their guide and their mind war out? We're going to keep an eye on this. I really like this Eldar color scheme, these dark colors with the, was that a teal? Beautiful. Fleet of Foot's almost done. BB guns in here killing workers, and he's holding up a lot of these gens. Meanwhile, across the way, looks like the Scarab was taken out. No Scarab here, no cheesy turrets. Orcs are doing their thing. Big mech about halfway done. Look at these big... Oh, I did it again. I keep hitting the Windows key. I gotta stop doing that. Orcs, this is an interesting color scheme. What is this, Bad Moons? This is a shooter squad, though, and they're ready to go. Space Marines, Force Commanders, already almost done. Rangers here getting the picking in. Plenty of free shots on the BB guns. Personally, I wouldn't waste too much time on this, but I guess he wants to keep these numbers down just in case they try and pick off workers. A lot of them are pretty low health. These Guardians need to run away. They're running into melee. Oh, wow. Rangers in the back. Point blank shots. Oh my god. 2 go down in the same volley. Necron Warriors coming in to finish them off. Shooters in the big mech trying to come in. This rust-colored Necron. Wow, I like this color scheme too. Rangers was a nice call on this map. Look at that, breaking a lot of morale. Scouts dying left and right. And again, ladies and gentlemen, 45 requisition. 45 requisition when 50 requisition is all you need to reinforce a Space Marine model. Scouts are not cheap. Neither are Rangers, though, 40 and 5. This big mech needs to pull up a hair, and he's going to see all these Rangers. And look at this, rally point misclicked on these Blood Ravens. Force Commander is desperately swinging in on free Necron models. Rangers have been found, pants down, and they flee. Fleet of Foot is so valuable. Meanwhile, where's the Farseer? Oh my god! Eldar fast tacking up with a Soul Shrine. No, This is so greedy. There's a big mech with shooters in your base. He needs to desperately kill both of these workers, and the Eldar player is going to be so far behind. Instead, he's trying to go for generators. Very counter-greedy by the orcs. Stop that. Workers forced to flee. Rangers pulling in desperately to try and get some shots in. Force Commander coming in on the back line, but these double Necron Warrior squads are going to get lots of free shots in. And unfortunately, he spent all of his money on those scouts. One gen goes down. I don't see any Eldar workers left, so I'm assuming they all went down. And, oh, one did survive. He just had to build another one. That's 45 requisition as well. I don't know what that was by the Necrons. Oh, he's trying to build buildings to stop the Force Commander from running. So cheesy. Again, these Rangers are getting so much value. Eldar desperately trying to tech to tier 2. Meanwhile, across the way, Orc base has no WA banners. Not looking good. Space Marines trying to add some extra power on. Gonna see if they can go ahead and try and salvage this and get to tier 2. Big Mech teleports out with what's left of his boys. His warband is in shatters. Meanwhile, these Necron warriors are marching on. There's not much on the field to oppose them right now, and especially with Rangers backing them up. I don't think there's many troops that could be fielded to stop this. Eldar rebuilding the Jenny lost, trying to get his relic, getting his eco up, upgrading his LPs. Necrons, on the other hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This man is greedy. Getting his summoning core. Flayed one's a while off, but I think they're ahead in terms of eco. Double wall banners going down from the orcs, and this is gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turrets shooting. So they're making the right call. Ignore the orcs. Go for the Space Marines. Scouts out here, and again, these are no Space Marine models. And look at that, one volley of snipers go in. Down goes the scouts. Generator is getting ravaged. Force Commander's in the right spot here, trying to fire his bolt pistol desperately. The scout died, and I think they're actually targeting this worker as well. Shooters in the back are screening. They're going to hold these Necron warriors at bay. He stands back up in defiance and calls him a loser and then dies. Worker's going to go down. Man, look at how fast the workers, the servitors move. Shooters are here. I would love to see one skull probe from the Space Marines. Necron warriors, on the other hand, meanwhile, marching into bolter fire from that listening post. Shooters are firing on that Necron Lord. He's got to get out of there. He's almost died. More Necron warriors coming across the field. Guardians are following up. What's he getting here? He's getting range DPS. His Rangers are going to be unstoppable marksmen. And with triple workers here, he's got to find some work for them. Support portal going down. And if we look here, he doesn't have enough power to build anything. Anything out of this. Forbidden Archive down. Solar Strike goes in. All these range units cannot fire. Big Mech doesn't seem to mind. Force Commanders in the back, desperate. They are tier 2. Sacred Artifact is down. And here we go. Morale is broken. Rangers need to pull back a hair and then turn around and keep on shooting. Turn around and keep shooting. Turn around. And what's our Space Marine player do? Getting a Space Marine squad. We're 6 minutes in, and this is his first Space Marine squad. He needs an apothecary to try and desperately heal up this Force Commander. He's going for the chaplain. And these Rangers can't stand up and take shots like this. And the Necron Warrior blob is getting very scary. Support portal's down, but again, there's no power or economy to back this up. He's going for armor as well, and he's no infantry on the field. Interesting he's spending so much money on this infantry ball. He did switch to Grey Knights. I was going to say, Space Marine squad's a weird choice when you're going chaplain. And Grey Knights will push this horde back. Let's see how he does this. They're looking dang sexy out here. But who snitched? There's no chaos here. The snitch was wrong. Okay, Chaplain yelled at the Rangers. That's the right call. They now can't put as much DPS out. He needs a skull probe. All these expensive Ranger models getting shot to bits. And again, a skull probe would have helped him finish them off there. It's sloppy. And this Chaplain's going to do the same thing as an apothecary. He's going to start healing him up. Eldar vehicle out now. There's still no anti-vehicle. No tank busters in sight from the orcs. He's got quite a bit of wall banners. Rangers pulling back up again. And there's a knob here. Big shoot is coming up. This Falcon is made of paper mache. He's got to be very careful how long he lets it tank. Necron Warriors are at 1-1. And 1-1 will let them walk into these Grey Knights. Not successfully, but they'll do it. And he's got quite a bit of Necron Warriors. That's scary. Warp Spider's out. They can jump right over here and flank if they want to. And I think at this point the Necron Warriors can just auto A-move and walk right into this fight. With Warp Spiders coming in the back. What's he getting from his HQ? Getting scouts. Loves his scout play. Librarian coming as well. Very interesting play. Orcs, on the other hand, teching up to tier 2.5. Tank Busters are here.
At last, the open sky.
And these Rangers have been so well managed. He needs to break the morale, or maybe snipe this command squad. Lightning Strike or Solar Pulse comes down. All of the range. Cannot fight, but Grey Knights don't care. They'll run in here if they need to. Smite goes in from the Librarian and kills a lot of these Rangers. Warp Spiders see Tank Busters and they don't they don't like what they're seeing. They're gonna run right into them and murder them. He needs to get this LP upgrade. Flame One's dropped in. I'm very curious on these scouts. Maybe he's gonna cloak them and go for plasma guns like we saw Dorn do in that one build. Force Commander. Oh! Oh! Back to the Apothecarium, buddy. And more Guardians coming across. This Eldar build is very interesting. Grey Knights backed up with a Librarian and a Chaplain. Just an Armory and Plasma guns would have been huge. And they're going to start chewing through these Necron Warriors. Hey, hello, excuse me, hello, hi. Tank Bus is in the wrong place at the wrong time. Grey Knight AoE attack goes down. It's going to, I think that is, yeah, it's going to slow a lot of them down. Tank Bus is fleeing, and again, these Grey Knights need to just sit and shoot. That's his saving grace here. He needs to start picking as many of these models off as he can. Oh, man. Necron Lord in here. Solar Flare. Again, it's such a cheesy ability on such a low cooldown. Down goes the Rax. And this is not looking good. I think our Eldar Necron players got this. Double Warp Spiders. Flash Kits are here. So is Orc Warboss, Gorkamungus. And again, there's too many Warp Spiders. Too many Warp Spiders in the back line picking up reinforcements. Gork Balls can't do nothing against that. Look at him waddling. He missed. But again, this is a pretty high-tier Space Marine army. If he can preserve a lot of these units, Chaplain yelled, broke morale, Smite goes in, and if they can pick off a couple of these models, they're right back in the game. Tank Busters are also still alive. Necron Lord desperately holding them up. And look at this Necron army ravaging the Space Marine base. Oh, brutal. Brutal. This army is caught in such a bad spot. Wall goes off on these flash kits. They're firing at a Necron Lord phased out. They can't even damage him. Look at how fast these Rangers drop. The flash kit bullets are bigger than the model. Double flash kits. Damn, this orc teched really quick. And if the Space Marine player can survive, which is looking close, these orcs are in the correct tier to do as much damage. Solar Flare goes down. I think Knobs would have been better here. Space Marine player does rebuild his base in the orc base, and he's safe with all those base turrets. Oh my god. Look at the flash kits. Down goes the Necron Lord immediately. Now they need to figure a way to deal with all these this vehicle and these Warp Spiders. Necron armies doing their thing. Eldar moving in and capping this up. Just love to see it. I'd love our Space Marine player to get an armory just to get plasma pistols. Just for these two commanders. That's such a huge upgrade. And the Smite killed the driver of the Falcon, and down it goes. Flayed One's dropped in behind the flash kits. They now have to overcommit. This is where you don't want your flash kits fighting this. Warp Spiders should just come into melee and really finish off the battle. Heroic end for Orc Warboss Gorka Balls among us. Grey Knights doing their thing, picking off flayed models with every burst, but it's just not enough here. Chaplain's running away. Necron Lord comes back to life. Librarian fleeing. They're charging in the opposite direction. A tactical withdrawal, if you will, not a retreat. And those snipers are still doing their job, picking models off. With the Chaplain in this squad, they're going to be very difficult to break morale. And the Orc base won't fall as quickly as the Space Marine. There's a lot of Gretchen turrets up here going. Oh, I forgot. The Necrons can stop even units up in the air from shooting. The ability needs to go on a cooldown, I think. There needs to be more of a cooldown on that. It's so cheesy. Look at this, and he just phases out, and nothing can be done. Another Falcon here. Space Marine player needs to rebuild his HQ. Needs to do it. This is quite a large army, and the Eldar are just coming in, doing their thing, capping everything up. Oh, they're actually decapping. They're not even bothering to recap. Wah goes off again. But again, this is a very potent defensive army here. He yelled at the Warp Spiders, our chaplain friend. Again, the Necron Lord is doing so much work, holding up both squads. Smite goes down, does a lot of AoE damage, but nothing killed. Librarian retreats. And he's doing the right thing, going for the very expensive Eldar army here. And he's running into melee, curious. But I guess the special attacks from the commanders will do more. Look at the Warp Spiders. Oh man. Necron army completely retreats out after killing that Space Marine force. And look at the flayed ones. Here they are on the front lines. Gretchen's desperately firing. Firing everything they can. I would have loved to have seen a couple of these Wa banners upgraded to try and help defend a little bit. And he built this vehicle depot, but nothing came down. He doesn't realize that his... I'm not sure why the Space Marine player wasted time building that Mechanicus depot. If your HQ is destroyed, you can rebuild it for free if you have the workers. So it's always worth it to do that. I don't know why you had triple workers not doing anything. And this is GG. Necron and Eldar teamed up to stop a budding Orc Wall boss who was promised loot from a Blood Angels commander. So there we go. There you have it. Interesting play here by our Space Marine player. He invested a lot early into scouts, and it did not pay off. The Necron player also tried to be cheeky and build a turret here. You cheeseball. We saw that. We saw that. We're judging you. Yeah, that is Into the Breach, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's the first Into the Breach game on the channel. Let's check our stats screen out. The Eldar player did really well controlling those Rangers. Not often you see Rangers live to the end of the game, but he did it. So, that has been Unseen Strike. Let me know down below what's been your longest Into the Breach game. I definitely swear I've had one go for like 3 hours. So yeah, that's it. Good game, good 2v2. Let me know down below, tournament when. I didn't forget, it's coming up. And again, please join the Discord. We got bodies in there, people looking for games, people of all skill levels. Yeah, get on in there. The link is down below. It has been Unseen Strike, and I will see you on the next cast.